construction of module mounting structure. In the last three parts, we have seen that how we just preparing the long and short column, this support, rafter and the purlin over here. So in this session, we're going to be talk about how we just place this particular selected structure, that is a long column, back support, short column and the rafter at a particular distance, and how we just give the back supports for the column also. So basically, once we know we have drawn the long short column and this particular support and the rafter, we are making the group of this particular part, and then we're going to move this object at a particular distance. Generally, the distance between the two rafters, we are keeping max to max the 3 meter, but in between 3 meter we can also place from the 1.8 meter up to 2 meter, 2.5 meter also we can keep as per the design, as per the selected site over here actually. So in this case, we're going to choose the selection distance as an 2 meter between the two rafters. So basically, for placing or just putting or just moving this particular overall group of the rafter and this long and short column, so we make a group of this, and now we just select the move command over here actually. So once we have selected the move command, so whichever corner point will be there actually for lifting, so that we're going to take it over here. So as good as we are just moving this particular structure, while moving we just put a control tab over here. So the original figure will remain at the same position, and at a 2 meter of a distance we're going to put this particular structure over here. So we just write here 2 meter and enter. So the same structure, what structure we have selected, what we have drawn, it will be repeated at the second point over here actually. So basically, when we see, we require to give the support for the two long column also. So that is why any kind of the heavy windy condition will be there, so it not will erupt this particular structure actually. So for giving this particular support, again we just draw the line over here between these two. Either you can just go for this kind of a cross section inclined structure, or you can start from this also, that is also been acceptable over here actually. So now we just select the corner point of this particular thing, whatever we have drawn, that is for the long column at the one end, with the help of the pencil command. And the second corner point we're going to select for the upper part of the second lower corner. With the help of the again pencil command, the same command will be repeated over here. So we just select this particular point. So once we have drawn this point over here actually, so we just take a guideline now. So whatever the procedure we have done for the back support or the support structure between the two columns, short and the long column, same we're going to do it over here actually. So we take the guideline, we try to make the perpendicular guideline for this particular inclined line at a distance of 0.05 meter. So once we have drawn this particular guideline over here, we try to draw the perpendicular line between these two guidelines. So like this line is coming as an pink over here. So we just drawn over here actually this line. On the lower side also, we just draw the short perpendicular line from the corner what we have been selected. So for that purpose, we just zoom this particular diagram and we just draw the pink line over here actually. So it look like as a pink. So it is exactly perpendicular to this existing line. So once we have drawn this, so with the help of again pan and zoom out command, we just draw this particular line over here actually like this. So basically this structure is looking like as a plate over here. So now we just use the pull and push command to draw the hollow section over here actually, which is exactly the spherical cross section we are drawing, whatever procedure we have done for the long column and the short column over here. So we just take the pull and push command, we just elevate this particular structure like this, and the width we will going to take it as 0.05. So exactly the spherical pipe it will become as a rectangular size like this. So once we have drawn this particular back support, now we're going to rotate this support actually, because whatever the line we have drawn over here, it is going outside this structure over here. So that is why with the help of the clamps, with the help of the bolts, we have to insert the structure over here. In the real cases, we just use the plate over here, and we just with the help of the H clamp or any other clamp which has been suitable for such applications, that we can use over here. Rather, we just cut the lower material and we just try to insert this inside this particular long column, and with the help of the nuts and bolts, again we just join this with a fixed structure over here actually. So I am taking the group of this particular object, so I am just selecting the select command, that is a black arrow, and just triple clicking on this back support and just make that a group of this back support. So once this back support has made its group, now we're going to rotate the diagram actually. So with the help of the rotate command, so we just select the end point of this structure. So from where we have to rotate the diagram like this, we take a pan command to just go to the upper side, and again we just click on the rotate command and we select this end point over here actually like this. So once we have selected, so you can see you can rotate the back support actually. So wherever you want to put the back support, you can give it that. So like that, we lower side we just rotate this support like this, and we just click on this particular diagram like this. So like this we have rotated this particular back support over here. So once we have given the back support to the particular columns, so now we'll use the M6 number of bolts and we just try to give the proper fixturing over here. So 0.006 meter. On the lower side also we just use 0.006 meter like this. With the help of the pull and push command, we just give the excess height to this particular screws, which is looking like as a nut in the 3D view actually. 0.01 meter. Again it is a 0.01 meter likewise. So with the help of the pan command, again we just zoom this particular thing by scrolling the mouse. Here also we use the screws over here actually, or the nuts and bolts. 0.006, 0.006 like this. With the help of the pull and push command, once again we just take the elevated structure of this 0.01 meter on this also lower side. .01 meter like this. So basically once we have drawn this particular structure, now we have to make the group of this rafter, long column, short column, this inclined support between this column, this back support and this particular structure. Then we're going to move or replicate this structure for making the array where we can put a solar panel over the purlin over here. So with the help of the select command, you can select the any point over this structure, put a control tab over here like this by putting the controlling button over here, and thirdly you just select the back support over here. Once you have selected this structure, you don't have to select the purlin over here because purlin will remain same, only this structure will replicate over here. So after selecting this structure, we just right click on it and just make a group of this structure over here. So once we have made the group of this particular structure, now we want to move this particular structure actually. So the total distance will be the 14 meter we have taken. So total 3 such a group will be required so as we can put a solar panels over the particular purlin over here. So we just zoom this particular structure, we take a move command and we just move this particular object. So while moving, we just keep a control button over here. So original figure will remain same. Make sure that whatever the line with which you are taking the replication, that should be the green line. It means what? Along the green axis you are just moving this line. So that is why it should be the green line, that is parallel to this line. The distance between the first column and the third column we are taking as an 4 meter. It means what? Between the two there is a 2 meter is distance. So I am writing here 4 and enter. So once we have written the 4 and the enter, it will going to just come over at a distance of the 4 meter. Now we have to replicate the same structure 3 times over here actually. So for that purpose we have to just put on the x like a x and the 3 over here. X3 means what? Whatever the structure we are replicating, 3 times the same structure will be replicated over here on the same parallel line. So we just write here x and the 3 and enter. So once we have put x and 3 and enter, so it is just coming over here as an this overall structure actually, like this. So you can see over here, so like that over we have just mounted this particular purlin, and so that now we can keep a solar panel or put a solar panel over this purlin structure actually. So whatever as per the dimensions of the site what we are doing, so same structure you have to be make it over here in the Google SketchUp software. So for supporting the long and the short column we are giving this inclined support. For supporting this particular two long columns we are giving the another back support, so that in the heavy windy conditions also this will not going to break over here actually after putting the solar panel. So like this we will going to make the, or we are going to put a solar panel now over this particular area actually. Then we are going to move the object over the rooftop area over here.